Sandra, you said that what you loved most about this role was that there was almost no rules for you, and I want to know what other roles you've had where you felt like this and what it means for you as an actor to have no boundaries.
There were lots of opportunities for me. There just wasn't anything that spoke to me that said, you have to be a part of this new journey. There wasn't anything. I'd had some wonderful new journeys offered to me and that I was able to take, but there weren't any ones. So this was an opportunity that I didn't want to give up. I didn't want to not fight for. I didn't want to not say what I felt this film was saying to people today. And we had no idea the relevance would be as powerful as it is today, but it was powerful enough for me to want to make this film after having had the incredible experience of doing Gravity. So, you know.
And what do you think that this movie will bring to audiences?
Tons of entertainment, I hope. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing that sometimes gets lost. I mean, when you hear a political movie,
Yeah, I tune out.
you kind of think that it's going to be like this sort of heavy-handed sort of point of view or something like that, and that's not really what this is. This is a movie. You know what? It's a lot like. It reminds me, and I hadn't thought of this until this moment, but this movie reminds me of a movie that Katharine Hepburn may have done.
Okay.
You know,
Yes.
where she's, you know, or it could have been any number of women, but Katharine Hepburn comes to mind, and then like if you take The Dark Side of Pat and Mike, or one of those kind of movies, or what's the one where they played lawyers against each other?
Not Philadelphia. It was with her and Spencer
Mike?
Tracy.
Yeah, with Spencer Tracy. It was like they were both lawyers against each other.
Yeah.
But if you flip that on its ass and make it a darker thing, it's that kind of thing. So it's an entertaining movie because there's real organic humor in the movie, and it's a story you want to follow. I mean, you actually have you're rooting for people this whole movie, and yet you're rooting for people that aren't that great, and then ultimately, this one little shred of hope you keep thinking, well, this is her. This movie's about this woman here. It's like, is something going to happen? Is this going to take a turn? And sure enough, she turns around. I mean, she does something for her soul, And so, in that sense, it's a traditional movie. It's a traditionally entertaining movie, and you have someone to root for.
Absolutely. And then, why did you work so hard to make this role into a female role?
Well, I had asked them if they'd be willing to. They said yes. We basically just changed the he's to she. There were like two little sexual innuendos slid in, and that was it. There was no hard work, and that's why, you don't read a great role and go, okay, now change it for me. I read a great role and was like, I want to play that. I want to play every moment that you have for the man that it was intended for, but I want it to be my moment. Not an adjusted moment. I want to have that moment that he was having.